day, a memorable day at that, a day that can never be forgotten in the life of Nigerians. It's been a long time this kind of thing happened, particularly at the hierarchy of the presidency. It's been long we had this kind of situation where we have to be settling cases even after the president has been sworn in as the president of Nigeria. That is because some people stood still and said it must happen the right way. And I bet you guys, I don't know if it's going the right way or it's going the wrong way. You guys join all the Nigerian intelligent people in Nigeria, the people with high intellect. You guys join and let's talk about this. Let's talk. You guys join. You're highly welcome to my live. This is Gina's live. Please join. Welcome. And please, as you come, don't forget to hit on the subscribe button, like and share this video, and leave your comment below. You guys, subscription is so free. So today we're going to be talking about the presidential judgment that took place today. Yeah, it was aired on all channels and we saw everything that happened. The judgment took like hours. They were busy reading they how they call this I've forgotten the name. Subsection this, subsection that, subsection uh, all those clauses. There's so many clauses, so many appeals, so many clauses. They read clauses for over 3 hours. They're reading, or if what am I even saying? For like 6 hours, they're reading clauses and clauses upon clauses upon clauses. All we were waiting for was to get a great judgment, to hear that okay, this is what happened, that is what happened, this is this, and a new person has been sworn in, or the person in the seat is going to remain the one on the seat. But they kept reading clauses upon clauses upon clauses. Okay, while they were reading clauses, a lot of the dignitaries that came, a lot of the politicians that were there, including Nigerian celebrities, the likes of Zach Oji and Yul Edochie were there present. They were already sleeping. All the lawyers were dozing off already. So many lawyers were sleeping. We saw them sleeping on seat because the whole thing was becoming like a child's play. It was as if it was not a joke. Nigeria is not a joke. Social media was busy doing its own. They were saying a whole lot of things on social media. So we're like, what is turning? What is Nigeria turning? Can you imagine all the lawyers that were supposed to come in and sit and pay attention to the proceedings? They were all sleeping. I mean, they were sleeping. No, this one wasn't even dozing off. When you're dozing off, you doze like this and you come back and realize yourself. But you guys, they were all bent like this and sleeping for a long time. So something else can be read in or chipped in. Nobody can disagree with that. You understand? Nobody can say no, object to it. They will just agree to it. So after all said and done, a lot of things were said. They started by saying Shetima, the vice president, is it Shetima? Or Shetima, right? Yeah, the vice president of Nigeria is not in the petition that was written against him, based on the fact that he came, according to them, that he was contesting for another position before he was picked as vice president. The rest of it. No, it's not Shetima. What was that name? Is it Shetima? Obida Okija is Shetima. These are names. That he was picked while he was contesting for some other position, and that he was not supposed to be the vice president of Tinubu because he was not it was not in a legal ground that he got the position and all of that. But that position was cancelled. They said no, there's nothing wrong with that. He did the right thing. There was nothing wrong. He came into the right window and all of that. They now took it to one of 25% from the federal capital of Nigeria. Usually you're supposed to get 25% from all other states, including the FCT, that is the federal capital of Nigeria, the Abuja. You're supposed to have 25% from Abuja. So they go to that one. They say 25% is not a guarantee for you to become the president of Nigeria. As in, getting 25% in Abuja is not a guarantee. That INEC is independent, and so they have the right to change their decisions anytime they deem fit. That was a decision made today. Over time, it has been that you must get 25% from all six. Was it all many states in Nigeria, including the FCT? including the FCT. If you're getting the high votes, then you should have 25% from the FCT, including the FCT. So now they said FCT is no longer a yardstick. Getting the 25% from FCT is no longer a yardstick. It is not important. In short, it is not useful anymore. So long as you won through count of the other states, then you are eligible to be the president of Nigeria. In that INEC is independent, and so on that note, they can change our laws at any time, whenever they want, however they want it, and wherever they want to change it. That said, and that was dropped. They now went to the aspect of the election and how the elections went, and how some people rigged. There was the rumor that so many people rigged that Peter Obi was supposed to be the president of Nigeria, and it was rigged and given to Tinubu and the rest of it. A lot of stories have come up that we've heard. I don't need to go into details. So that is the bone of contention now, because when it got to that level, they checked. They said even with all the evidence that Peter Obi brought, they said there was no evidence that he didn't. There's no evidence of rigging, that as in he didn't capture any. How do they call it? He didn't have any evidence that there was rigging in any polling center. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. So he was supposed to make videos while the rigging was going on in the polling centers in Nigeria during the election. He was supposed to make videos and show everybody. He was supposed to bring the evidence to the court and show that, okay, this is the evidence that I got from a particular polling unit or some polling units in Nigeria where rigging took place, where men or women were rigging the election. He was supposed to bring that proof. So since he didn't have a proof or any video showing where rigging happened or where rigging took place during the presidential election, that means there was no rigging during the election. So that one was also cancelled. Oh, Nigeria is a sweet country. That one was also cancelled. And again, going ahead, they now moved to the next one, which was for them to decide if, because Peter Obi has been working with the notion, or his fans, followers have been working with the notion that Peter Obi actually won the election, that the third position they placed him in wasn't his right position. He wasn't even supposed to come second. He was supposed to be the first, like the president of Nigeria. He was supposed to be the president. He was supposed to be the one ruling Nigeria now. As I speak to you, he's supposed to be the president. And so, after the election was announced a few months back that Tinubu was the one that won, obviously it was announced around 4 a.m. in the night, because they didn't want the people of Nigeria to come outside and begin to hit them on the head, or probably break houses as it has been, or cause some kind of riot or any of such. They announced the result at night, because Nigerians on social media, on all parts of the world, everywhere, even those that are watching in diaspora, were saying, it's going to be Peter Obi, because they were seeing votes were trooping in, people were reporting their votes on social media and the rest of it. So with that notion and with that idea and with that mentality and with that knowledge that he had, he felt the court would be able to help him achieve his dreams, or achieve his, is it a dream, or let's say his purpose, because he said he's destined to rule Nigeria, and he's destined to bring the new Nigeria. So he was looking at the court to give him that opportunity. He wanted to follow it on normal ground, because after the whole election, this thing, some obedient people and other parties, people that also contested the election and didn't come up first, didn't become president, wanted to do a riot. They wanted to go into some kind of riot to scatter things as usual and all of that. But they were asked to calm down, take it easy, that they were going to follow court proceedings. And today at the court, a lot of fans, supporters of all the parties were all there with their placards shouting that they have come. They want to see what is going to happen, including Asari Dokubo, who said if anything happens in that court today and it's not in favor of his own person, that is Tinubu, then everything is going to go down in Nigeria. A lot of things have happened today. Like I said, today is a very memorable day in Nigeria. We thank God that after the judgment, there is still peace. We can still speak to you. We can still talk. Although for the now, I'll not be able to tell you what is happening around the court area, the court of appeal area in Abuja. But so far, we know there is in Nigeria. Nothing has been reported so far. We are experiencing peace as at now. We don't know what tomorrow has for us. But so far, we are experiencing peace. So while all of that was going on, they did the judgment. It now got to this point where they were supposed to tell us if actually Peter Obi or Atiku were the ones that came first, because they believe, Atiku and Peter Obi believe they were supposed to be the winners of this election, that Tinubu wasn't supposed to win. So it got to that time, they read as it's supposed to be. Clauses, subsection this, subsection that, said under this, under the 1999 constitution, different constitution, they read and read and read and read and read, and the conclusion was that Peter Obi does not have any evidence to show that he really won the election. INEC is independent and they have the right to take decisions at any time. They have the right to choose whom their leader is going to be. That is what INEC said, that they are independent. So they have the right to choose whom they want to lead them. That's a very striking statement that was made today. They said INEC is independent. So if INEC is independent and they have the right to choose a leader as at any time or wherever or whenever they want it to happen, then why do they encourage Nigerians to go out there and vote? Because during this election, a lot of Nigerians lost their lives. Yes, the people that even went to pick the ballot boxes is because they were supporting their faiths, they were supporting their candidate, and they lost their lives in the process. Some were trying to defend the cause of Nigeria, and they lost their lives in the process. A lot of people traveled from different parts of Nigeria to their local governments where they can vote easily. In the process of that, on their journeys going to their villages or their local governments or their places of where they were registered with the INEC card, they got accident, and some of them have been reading, some have passed on, some couldn't make it. And today you tell me INEC is independent, it has the right to choose a leader, then why do people vote for an election? Nigerians, tell me on the comment section. Let's talk about this. Is a very crucial moment, is a very sensitive topic, it's a very sensitive. So that's to say, as a country of over 200 million people, we don't have a say. Are they going to tell me now that Nigeria is no longer a democratic country if they say INEC is independent and they have the right to choose a leader that they want to lead them? So what's the essence of Nigerians going out there to vote? That means we are no longer important in our own country. Is that what they're trying to tell us? You guys, let us know what you think about this on the comment section. This is a very sensitive part or a sensitive situation in Nigeria. We have to stand our ground. This is the only country that we have. We have Nigeria. It is our only mother country. Whether you go over to the diaspora and you come back here, anywhere you go to, this is your motherland. If you're introducing yourself, even if you have a dual citizenship, you have a citizenship in the Canada, in the US, in the UK, or whatever country that you have a citizenship in, Nigeria is still your motherland. So would you allow the motherland that you've worked so hard? Yes, we all work so hard to be Nigerians. If not for grace, we would not be here. So would you allow it to just be told around like that, that INEC will just sit on their throne and say Nigeria is independent, and so they can take decisions whenever and however they want it? If you see this video now or you see it later, let me know your opinion is on the comment section. I just came here to share all of these details with you. Like this, the narrative going on the internet now saying Peter Obi with all the evidence, he still go explain tire. That's what they're saying, and that Peter Obi go explain tire. Not like we want anybody to win. Tinubu is a very good leader, no doubt, but we wanted the thing to be done the right way. Yes, just this evening we hear that the prices of the electric is it tariff, electrical whatever, the meter has gone high and it has been signed by the government. Things are just skyrocketing every second. Nigeria is becoming more expensive as in more expensive than it used to be, and then the salary rate is still on the same level. We think if Nigeria should become a better country, or if you want Nigeria to become a better country or a sweet country, and you want people to follow the norm that you've brought in already, then you should increase the salary of each citizen so everyone can be comfortable. Even the fuel price is up, if it's 1,000 naira per liter, and the salary rate is up to that amount that can meet up the bills, that can meet up the fuel bills, the transportation bills, the feeding bills, nobody will complain. Nigeria will still be comfortable for everyone to live in. NLC have done their part, but their part didn't do so well, because even on the strike, the warning strike they said they gave on the 5th and the 6th, yesterday and today of 2023 September, people still went to work. People are still busy doing their things. It didn't affect anybody. The NLC strike that we hear about, when they say NLC is on strike, everywhere is supposed to be shut down. I mean, shut down completely. Vehicles are not supposed to move on the road. You're supposed to be in your house. No marketplace is meant to open. Yes, that is what they call NSC strike. So everyone will be affected. Even the government also will be affected, and they will see a reason why they should help Nigeria or do something new in the country. But this NLC strike we see now, people were busy. Offices were open. People went to their work, as in everything was just normal. Banks were open. No one was affected. Everything still seemed normal. Some people said they didn't even hear about the information. They didn't even hear about the warning strike. Nigerians can do better. Nigerians can do better. We can do better. We can make our country a beautiful country. We do not want what is happening in Gabon, what is happening in Congo Republic, what is happening in Cameroon, what is happening in other African countries to happen here. We want peace. But even at that, the peace should be followed in the right direction. We want our people to be happy. A lot of people are suffering in Nigeria, and Nigeria is one of the richest countries in the world. Yes, we have a lot of resources that can make us become number one in Africa, even though we are giants of Africa, even at that. But we are supposed to be better than this. But the magu in our hearts no go allow us become the people. But God will help us anyways. Let's keep praying for Nigeria, and we believe that someday Nigeria will be beautiful. Sure, Nigeria is already beautiful. The beauty starts now. It's only when you believe in it that's when it works for you. So let's believe in it. And we just pray that this judgment doesn't bring anything, because people are angry. Nigerians are hurt. Nigerians are, as in the youth, are hyper. They are ready to do anything. But all we want is safety. We want our youth to be alive. We want our children to be alive. We want everyone to be safe. We want the country to be safe. We want our homes to be safe. We do not want any destruction anymore. And so on that note, we plead with Nigerians not to go into any riot or anything that will bring destruction to Nigeria or to families or to lives. Let us live it peaceful. Nigeria is a peaceful country. Let us continue to be peaceful. And our leader is a great man. We know he will do well. He will do well. Someone said Tinubu is no longer, he does not have children in school to train. He's not training any child in school. He doesn't need money for anything that belongs to him. He only needs money to take care of Nigeria. So, if he's the person that God wants to rule us, we should accept him with our whole heart, and love him and support him in his work to make Nigeria better. All right, this is where we draw the curtain. We're going to end it here. If you watch the video later, you can tell what your opinion is on the comment section. Let's talk about what this country is turning into. According to what we hear today, that since the Apeal Court couldn't give them a good verdict, they still judge Tinubu as the president of Nigeria, and that Peter Obi had no evidence of him winning the election, that there was no evidence, there was no, from the vote count, Peter Obi didn't win. That's what the Appeal Court said today, that he didn't win the election. And so we hear that they're going to take it to the Supreme Court. So we're going to wait for the Supreme Court's verdict. But I'm not sure anything is still going to happen, because the judiciary system in Nigeria, you cannot trust it. I'm not the one saying this, but this is what we're saying already. So I just feel there's no point moving ahead to the Supreme Court. Let's just allow Baba to rule us. In the next 8 years, our P2B can continue. Baba is a great leader. He's matured. He knows what he is doing. So far, see the ministers he has put in place. Nigeria will be better. Everything that you want to do, no matter if you're trying to do a new thing and you want it to be beautiful, people have to go through pains. So that is the pain Nigerians are going through now. But in due time, everything will be okay. I'm just here to encourage every Nigerian out there that Nigeria will be better and we'll all have a beautiful Nigeria that we want to have. Thank you guys for watching this video. I just wanted to share this with you. I hope you enjoyed it. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Share with everybody, share with your friends, share with people in diaspora, share with everybody. And please subscribe. Bye. So far.